UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to find out who will win the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalan here, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
This one greenside in the rough. A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. John, your greenside, what do you see in this putt?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Most certainly is. Love to see it.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in a good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
Oh no, that is wet.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see. Wonderfully played, fought against the wind.
And 10 feet left.
Trying to save a par here.
John, give us a read on this putt.
Looks like it's going left to right on this putt.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Okay, it's a par 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3, not too much danger to it.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down.
This one looking really good.
How about that? What a chip shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker, or long and right. That is not good.
An opportunity to get to 3 under. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Veering ever so slightly right to left.
Oh, almost. And a tap in par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
The fifth at TPC Boston, the most important shot, probably the first one.
Yes, you have to find the fairway here, and it's sometimes not driver. There is a run out and the fairway, but from there, you got a pretty easy, straightforward second shot to a long, narrow green. Just that one deep bunker on the left-hand side that could cause some issues.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
A tad wayward, but still on the surface. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is so long, I don't even have words for it. It's just long.
That's a good looking putt, that.
Looking to get it really close.
Yeah, that's one of those putts you're happy to walk after. Did everything but go down. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. He's currently tied for first. The sixth, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
This one is headed to the right. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Ooh, that almost went down. And if this can go down, he'll save par. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in two.
Uh-oh, that bunker is in play now. This is his third.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
On a nice line.
I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. Okay, finishing up here. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Looking to get up and down from here. Oh, almost had it. 12 feet to the cup.
This one to save par.
Right on line, but just misses. Okay, that's a bogey, and the lead diminishes. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left-hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
Come on. Here's one to walk away with a par. Before we move on, we take a look at the leaderboard, and he is in second. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Okay, that's going to play. There could be company at the top if this putt drops. All right, Henny, what do you see here?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
That looked good, but just not enough pace. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
The 11th is a par 3 playing slightly up the hill, which requires a very well-struck iron shot.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3, great design.
This one's right of the green.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Sitting at -1. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, right on 20 feet. This is a great momentum putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
This putt is for double bogey. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Some of the most noticeable improvements at TPC Boston in the redesign by Gil Hance starts here at the par 4 12th.
This fairway does run out there at the very end, but only for the longest hitters in the game. Second shot downhill to a greens protected by a bunker, front right, but a runoff area also on the left-hand side of the green.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
The wind's starting to get up, but it's helping, which is nice. This looks like it's heading right.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Oh, just missed. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 13 is part of another strong collection of par 4s. This one works back up the hill.
Yeah, semi-blind tee shot here. Fairway moves from right to left, so keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot back uphill to a green that is surrounded by some really deep, nasty, mean bunkers.
That'll work there. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
And this is a large putt, 40 feet to the cup from there.
That's well judged. Good speed, good line.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Nicely done.
Sitting at 1 over.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. So close. 7 feet to the cup. Now 3 strokes back after that hole.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Yeah, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
I don't think there's enough on this one. That's a missed green.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
He's got this one for par. So close. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Unfortunately, that drops him to 2 over for the event. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
This one will have to travel pretty far to get to the bottom of the cup. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
A chance here from 10 feet out. That nearly went in for par. 2 bogeys in a row. Our featured player is going in the wrong direction.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And now teeing off on a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Well, if this went down, we'd call it a bomb. This is a good stroke. Tremendous lag putt. Let's see if the player can manage a par. That one drops. The 18th and final hole is a par 5.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
I'm not sure where this one will end up. The ball settles just off the fairway.
Always got to give it a bit extra out the rough.
Henny, what can you tell us about the lie in the sand?
The bunker has not been kind to him, Andrew. This is really nasty.
This putt from 8 feet away. That's it for today. Our featured player could not make that big move, but still a top 20 finish.
Couple of bright spots in there. A top 20 finish in the PGA Tour event is still a solid showing.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.